We are the Top or Not Podcast.
Yeah, there's two of us here. Yeah. And this guy, who are you?
I'm Nathan, the bass player.
And I'm Vinny, the guitar player. And for tonight's episode, we will be picking apart the Lizzie Borden murders to find out how a fucking 11-year-old would kill her parents when my sister, when she was 11, couldn't handle the axe. So how are we supposed to believe?
Some people are built different.
Yeah, this bitch had a major problem. A major problem.
Oh my god!
She wanted to kill her parents.
Oh my god, man. Alright, well now you piqued my interest. Now you piqued my interest.
When you say that, does it
By the way, there's a band called Lizzie Borden.
There is?
Yeah.
Of course.
Oh, I spelled it wrong.
Is it a hipster band or is it like a good?
It's a heavy metal band, and there's one song in real life on College Bar when it comes. Yeah, it's awesome.
That's it. Wow.
Okay, we're on Wikipedia.com.
Oh yeah. Oh, and she died in 1927. She was born in 1860. That would have made her 67 years old. I was deaf. She didn't see shit. She saw the Roaring 20s, and then she died. Probably saved her a lot of trouble.
She didn't live to see the depression.
Yeah. You know, my grandparents, they went through the Depression. They also went through World War II. And they were really nice people. Really good, salt of the earth. But, my grandpa didn't even talk for years. I mean, after the war, he didn't talk. He died though, but he never talked to us. Once we came to him, he was hanging out at our camp, and I saw Grandpa, and I said hello, and he goes, "Hey, Duke," and
do you call you Duke?
he called me Duke.
Why'd you call you Duke?
Because apparently he was having starting Alzheimer's.
Oh.
Yeah, so he called
Was
me
Duke like a war buddy? Oh, really?
So.
Wow, that's
Nuts.
yeah. Oh man.
I know, he was the best, but you couldn't get him talking, so it didn't matter.
Did you pretend to be Duke and yeah, my memory's kind of fading. Can you tell me more about the war?
I wish I had, but I was like, I was stoned, first of all, and I was like 15. Seriously, back then I even made the observation, I'm like, I'm 16, and I have to get stoned before I go hang out with my grandparents. I got a problem
Your grandparents, your grandpa was like, Duke, what are you doing smoking weed? We used to kill Nazis together.
Yeah.
Now you're doing that. You smoking those jazz cigarettes?
Jazz cigarettes, black man, dope, and
didn't kill all
raping
those-
your wife.
We didn't kill all those Nazis, so you can be drinking those, smoking those jazz cigarettes.
Yes.
Oh man.
Well,
So are we actually gonna talk about Lizzie Borden, or are we gonna?
is there anything
We're gonna
else?
talk about World War II. Because to be honest, I'm more interested in World War II.
Oh, of course I am too. I've watched tons of documentaries in addition to books I've read and stuff. It's just a really great topic because it never ends. It never ends. There's enough pure
In what
hatred
ways
for
and more?
everyone. So you like World War II?
Yeah.
My dad's the same way. World War II. He just wants to learn everything about World War II. Even though he was almost in Vietnam, but he was shipped over to Korea because of bad behavior. We've talked about that.
Yes.
And people are like, damn, why wouldn't they just put him in a machine gunner in infantry in Vietnam? You know, if they don't like it. You know what I mean? Like, it's probably for bashing it.
Yeah.
But I think what they were thinking was that when you're in the army, you get somebody who gets more arrested in the army. And in Korea, so he's got a year straight to fucking digging foxholes in the ground with his throat.
Really?
Yeah. This little boy, I guess, was by the Americans. Coal, hot coal. And he'd sell the hot coal. He'd be like, you guys want some hot coal? And fucking hot coal. So he buys some.
Alright.
Yeah, because there were nights he said that they just actually huddled together at the hut another until morning. So it's brutal. When I think, like, okay, so just think about this.
It's a good thing they had Dylan Aston Tail back there.
What is that?
It's good thing they had Dylan Aston Tail back there.
Oh no, no.
But you know, there's gonna be like one
My father
guy.
is the most straight guy in the world, and
No, you know, there's gonna be like one dude there. He's like, oh man, this is really gonna suck. He's like smiling ear to ear. He's like,
Actually,
oh, I
Ryan
really hate huddling together with you big burly men. Oh man,
funny.
I'm about to go out there and have sex with a woman to get the taste out of my
No,
mouth.
but listen. Actually, I didn't know this, but I've kind of like I've seen pictures that maybe he didn't think I saw, and I've heard him tell me stories. But they had like girlfriends in the fucking village.
Yeah.
The GIs did.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm like, who's this girl? He's like, oh, my girlfriend. So, I mean, that just, you know, that,
Is that where you get it from?
you know what?
Love for Asian women.
Oh my god. I'll have you know, people say that, and I'm like, actually, Asians are actually the least amount that I've had sex with, or intimate contact with. The most were, there was
Probably shouldn't
more.
be saying this.
Why?
Let's just move on. Let's just move on.
Oh, because I'm going to start listing and whatever?
One thing, I used to watch a lot of like war documentaries back in the day, and like,
and YouTube has tons.
Yeah, one that I heard about is like American soldiers. They would like shoot the Chinese and North Korean troops. The problem they kept having is that because it's so cold out, they'd be wearing like these really heavy coats, and so like some of these weapons they would like shoot them, and they got to fall down. They would like get back up and like brush themselves off and start fighting again.
Yeah, you have to account for the extra padding or whatever it's doing. You back you shoot it, that force hits you in the shoulder, so if it's not solid, it's gonna slip or do whatever.
I heard there's like more cannon fire in the Korean War than in World War I and World War II combined.
That's
And also like Vietnam, like your average foot soldier got way more combat because they had helicopters. I mean, they had helicopters in the Korean War, but Vietnam, they were like way more advanced compared to their previous war. So like they were able to get troops
Here's a good question
from one
for
place
you.
to the other really quickly. Go ahead.
And I'm only interrupting you because the topic you're on is exclusive.
Kind of arrogant, but go ahead.
It's just no. I was
You better prove your arrogance. Go ahead.
If you keep interrupting me, I'll forget.
Right.
Well, you were talking about World War II. What were you just talking about?
I was talking about helicopters in Vietnam.
Helicopters?
Yeah, helicopters in Vietnam.
I think I was gonna ask her opinion actually. Why on earth did our asses kicked so badly in Vietnam?
Well, from what I've heard, the American military is like designed for offense, and what Guerrilla Warfare does, it just like keeps you on the defense. Because like a lot of times the guerrilla fighters, they're not gonna stand and fight. You know, they're gonna like if you go after them, they're just gonna fucking run as far as they can. You know, and then like once you're done chasing them, you know, either they get away, you catch whatever, and you're just like sitting down resting. That's when they circle around and like attack you again. And so like they kept the United States military like on the defense all the time.
I read in a book. It was either a paper or a book, and they were saying like so you had different people who were in charge or who were president. You know, you had Johnson first, right? He got reelected after he finished Kennedy's term, right? And then you've got what's his name? Nixon. And I've read a theory that because those two men may have had too much of a conscience, they would only deploy an amount of troops that could just keep war in a state of stasis. You know what I mean? Like if they wanted to send
too
in,
much conscience.
what he's saying is, if you just shoved in as many troops as you could and just take over the city and do whatever, we just did that. He said just it seems like it may have been more effective.
If you had a conscience, you would have pulled out immediately. Because the thing is, like, the reason why one of the main reasons why United States won Vietnam is there was some resource that, like, they didn't want to pay market price for. So, like, the puppet leader they had in Vietnam at the time, that he was letting them get. It wasn't cobalt. I think it starts with L. I don't think it was lithium. But there was just some resource. I know it wasn't oil, but anyway, there was some resource that they were getting like, really cheaply. And so, like, if the communists take over, they'd probably charge them like a fair market price. Mm-hmm. That's another thing. It's like, the Vietnamese, they have, what the Vietnamese talk about the Vietnam War, they don't think about the United States, they think of China invading. And so, like, they're not that friendly with, like, China and other countries. And every, like, 20 years after the Vietnam War ended, they became more like, I think they shifted more towards capitalism.
Yeah.
And they have actually, their opinions of the United States greatly improved.
You know what I've seen on the internet, or I've heard, and I'm not going to name names, but, like, people just totally disgusted with that country, and oh, it's so bad here, and wah, wah, wah. A lot of whining, you know, because to keep a country like ours running, it takes balls, and women, so it takes vaginas too. But what I'm saying is...
it takes free markets. I'll toss that out there.
Yeah,
it takes free markets to keep America. And the problem is we don't have free markets,
and, did you know
and that's why we don't have free markets, and that's why we are in a downward spiral in this country.
I agree, man. When I was in Taiwan, it was amazing. Free market. I saw. There were even there were day markets that all they had to do was pay off the police every day, and they have this huge fucking market.
I mean, I wouldn't consider that a free market, but
well, as free as can be.
Yeah.
I mean, he just set up, my friend there who was from Iran, he just set up a spot and started selling the euros.
really,
Yeah. But that doesn't matter. What was I talking about before you made that joke?
you're saying like for this country to run, it takes balls as well as vaginas.
Oh, yeah. I was just kidding there. And, like, I can't remember what the original thing I was going to say was. Why do you keep pushing that thing towards me?
For some reason, I feel like they're not as high. I feel like
You mean your voice is going to be like booming?
yeah. Oh, let me see if I can turn this way.
Oh, yeah?
I hope it's double-sided.
It is, I think.
Is it? Oh, yeah.
Oh, wait, is it?
I think I'm pretty sure I'm
Yeah, yeah, I'm good too.
No, don't say it. Hello. It's not double-sided. Holy shit. Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck. It's not double-sided.
So what are we
Okay.
doing? What are we doing?
Alright. Sorry about the tech issues. And, I don't know, man. All two of you listening,
Wait,
if you
people
feel
are
like-
listening?
no.
Oh, this is when we
Yeah, when this posts. All two of you listening,
There's be more than two.
if you want to
Like
donate
7 or 8 of
a
these.
really nice web camera, that'd be greatly appreciated.
Send us one?
Yeah, send us one.
Okay, that's fine. There's some. I do follow some of the solo women's sites on Instagram.
You mean e-thoughts?
No, girls wearing bathing suits or just posing
Yeah, e-thoughts.
erotically posing.
Yeah, e-thoughts.
Don't tell me these mean names about women.
Listen.
Oh my god, this guy is a real sexist here.
Oh, come on.
Tell me what you thought. What thoughts means?
Thoughts. It's an acronym that means that hoe over there.
And hoe over there. That's pretty derogatory, my friend.
Hey, listen.
Don't
If you
do
want to
that. You're shooting yourself in the foot.
if you want
level.
to be a hoe, that's fine.
Yeah.
But you have to understand the reality of such a decision.
Because being a hoe will. I admit that anything you have done, there's a consequence.
Yeah.
And what you're saying is a consequence of being a hoe, or just a woman who sleeps around and loose and tries to. They try to say that they're above this, but what they really try to do is to attract people with their voice, their words, their look, their attractiveness. It's all in play with the woman, and she will never admit that. That's the trouble. That's number one in my book. It's coming out this November.
She's not writing a book.
I've tried before.
Oh, what did you write a book about?
You know what? I can't remember one thing about that. Yeah. And good riddance. I was not a horrible writer, but it was impossible for me to write a whole novel. Some of the writers out there are fucking kings. They're like Mike Tyson writing. Like Neil Gaiman, for example. He was really huge and popular for a while. He even taught at my college.
He wrote the book American Gods, right?
Yep.
I never read about it. I think a friend of mine.
Yeah. There's this other one that was huge, and even my sister read it. She barely listened to awful books. And it was about, well, I don't even care to share this, but the same person said I should watch this movie about autistic children and being healed by bullying. Okay, so this whole thing is about this upper class family wanting to cure, quote unquote, their child's autism. You can't cure autism. It doesn't work like that. You have to offer therapy. And what I mean by therapy is a focused teaching that takes into account the deficits of the child.
Their child's going to sign up for the vegetarian book. He's going to be talking about rock hard pieces and all shit.
What was I saying?
Dude, I don't know why, but like,
No, I was saying
there
something.
There's
it
a
was
stereotype.
funny, I thought.
There's a stereotype that like libertarians are autistic, and like libertarians are making jokes about
That's
libertarians being
actually
autistic.
pretty funny you say that, because if I look back in my mind, I'm like, they're kind of all autistic. But they really, we don't understand people. We're gonna do something different in life. Actually, you do it. Always better than me.
So we started Lizzie Borden, then we moved on to World War II, and then Korea, Vietnam. Now we're talking about autistic people being libertarians.
See, folks, this is a good show. You know, even though I didn't join the army, I think I would have been a good soldier. I was a hell of an athlete, and I'd be capable of walking out on that when they like in Normandy, if they had opened those doors, and I had to march out and die, I could have done that.
Alright.
No, it's a lot because people. My brother was in the services, and so my brother-in-law. But brother-in-law was when we first got involved in
Yeah,
Iraq.
this is my I totally believe you things.
You don't believe me? You don't believe me?
Anybody could just say like, oh well, I am doing the military, but if I had, I would be a total badass. Like you were like, yeah, I'd march to my death in Normandy. It's like, I don't know,
Right.
maybe.
No, what do you mean, maybe? I just told you it was.
Yeah, but you can't prove it. You have a time machine, buddy?
So what you're saying is, don't use that to poke a feather in my hat. I should not use that because it's false.
It just sounds like wankery.
Wankery.
Yeah, wankery. You're like, oh yeah, I could be a badass.
Well, it wasn't that because I'm too genuine for that. You can't cheat. You can't predict or. I did. Oh man. But anyway, what's our next topic then?
Our next topic is you.
What are you doing? Oh, I don't like that girl, Greta, whatever her face is. Well, now you're gonna.
Yeah, Erica. U.S. Army recruit. There you go. Here you go. You say like you can like walk into a battlefield. Here's your chance, buddy.
They won't. They won't. I thought about doing the military too, but I was gonna be a lawyer, so I could just station something.
Here's your chance, buddy.
I have no desire. No way.
Weren't you singing like the
Okay, this is what I'm saying.
Weren't you singing the what you call it? It's the generals. Weren't you singing their praises?
Who?
You
You
were
mean
talking about
Patton and all those guys?
no, like the current crop of generals.
Oh, I think it takes also to be president. It is immense responsibility. I don't care what people say.
Not to
we
cut you
should-
off, but I didn't know you could be a dick doctor in the military. But I guess they have all kinds of
Oh, you're
all kinds of jobs.
I told you. So I was going to try to make money. I was going to do a lawyer. Shit, I might join right now. Because you got some good stuff. The thing is,
Yeah.
my blood is strong. My grandpa was a war hero. My dad was a crazy motherfucker who went on like crazy missions just to be bored. Like, when you be bored,
My
so
dad went to the military as well. You don't see me bragging.
listen. This is called telling stories that are. Yeah, I mean, maybe they are exaggerated, but they're good stories. Why are we still doing this? Do you want to do this? Is this your thing? I don't think you should ever do it.
Never touch the stuff.
It's
Oh, where
just
is?
awful.
Where is?
Oh, fuck. Dude, you should do that. My dad the other day. Oh, last night. I'm not going to. If I were president, control of the government, I would make it an absolute necessity that any person reach the age of 18 has to submit to a 2 year stay. This is my dad. He may have been trying to say it to troll me. My dad's a real troll.
Didn't he hate the military?
Well, when he got out, he was like this peace warrior of some kind.
So why is he saying people need to sign up? People have to be forced
Because
to
when
join the
Joe
military?
joined the military, it unleashed his nostalgia about being in the military, and oh, so yeah, it was. Anyway, they have a real chip on their shoulder. I'm a peacetime person, right? People like me work in the peacetime. Oh, and
You work in the wartime as well. What are you talking about?
it doesn't matter what I'm saying. What are you reading about now? The current soldiers looking to see they already.
Oh yeah, look at that.
Hmm.
32 year, you missed your cut.
I wonder. Oh, we did.
I think it's like specific for like special ops guys.
Oh,
So if you're actually currently in the military, then they won't take you at 18. That's interesting. Huh?
they won't take.
Yeah. If you go to the military at 18, they won't take you into special forces. That's good that you did. You know that.
There was nothing younger than the ones riding in those boats at
You
Normandy.
can't have more than 12 years.
We're talking
Huh.
like 18, 19-year-old kids getting rid of their bullets. It's because one crazy motherfucker and the other crazy motherfucker. People like you and me. Sick, through it. Yeah, it's true.
You speak about. You speak up.
Yeah.
I don't know why you just like you start talking like Lotus or whatever.
Oh, okay.
Anyway, there's no highlighting this because if you're not ultimately selected to join the special forces during training, you will be assigned to a unit as qualified specialist based on opportunity. In most cases, you will work in the army, military. Oh, what is it? Yeah, it says base. This is what I want to highlight. Base on army. Base on army.
What's happening?
Because the thing is, like, they can get you, like, little smoker around you, like, you're a special ops guy. And then you
Yeah.
join the military, and you're like, you go to your special forces, and then,
And
like,
off
they
you
don't,
go.
like, select you, and they're like, okay, we can put you where we want.
I know, they own you. I don't like to be owned by a bunch of people you report to. Like, even Bush accidentally admitted that his war was a ridiculous, foolish thing. Did you see that? He was-
Yeah, I think I showed it to you.
Oh, maybe you did.